Do I have everybody's attention now?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. What's popping, guys? Welcome to ZeerTalks Wrestling and welcome to the first ever video I'm doing on this channel. Usually I do videos, on ZeerTalks itself, but I've obviously changed things. Now I have ZeerTalks FCB, I have ZeerTalks Football, and now this is ZeerTalks Wrestling, where I talk things all wrestling related, WWE, AEW, etc. I will have to say though, for now, watch along is going to be difficult because I'm still trying to figure out ways into getting the live streams working. However, because of that, after Monday Night Raw, I'll probably do a reaction to Monday Night Raw. I'll do a video. Usually I do watch alongs, but it's going to be difficult. So just wanted to keep you guys updated in that regard. Until I sort out everything. But guys, I say we begin. Yeah. Listen, guys, subscribe, press the alarm bells for future content notifications. Like, comment your way, go check socials, and inshallah, you're well wherever you are. Guys, we all know what happened a few days ago. I even did a watch along on, now it's ZeerTalks FCB, but it was on ZeerTalks at the time. Last stream ever done, last ever match. Pretty fitting. I basically done a watching for John Cena versus Gunther, Saturday night's main event. It was a PLE that basically was surrounding the whole concept of John Cena's career. Was more of like honoring the career of John Cena type thing. And Cena basically wanted that show to be about the younger guys pulling up through the ranks. We saw, for example, Cody Rhodes versus Obafemi. And to be honest, that match, it was getting somewhere, and then all of a sudden they decided, yeah, let's do the most generic thing ever and have Drew McIntyre interrupt. Awful idea. Yeah. Then we get to the Zolruka versus Bayley match. I actually like the match, and I like that Zolruka won. We then get to what match was it? It was AJ Styles and Dragon Lee versus Leon Slater and Javon Evans. Sick match. It would have been cool if the other team won, but AJ and Dragon Lee winning, not the biggest deal in the world because they had a good match regardless, right? Now we get into the main event, and it's Gunther v. John Cena. And guys, you want me to be honest about the whole Gunther tapping out John Cena? I was prepared for it. I was really prepared for it. If you guys saw Monday Night Raw, Gunther done a promo, and he talked about how he was going to make sure that he taps John Cena out. He didn't even just do it on Mora, even on SmackDown after he beat LA Knight, tapping out to STF, funny enough. Yeah? He even said that he's going to make John Cena tap out. That was his goal. That was what he wanted to do. Yeah? And knowing how Triple H loves Gunther and is willing to push him to the moon, it was always going to happen. So when I see fans this outrage, I'm like, damn. These fans are this outrage over that. I mean, listen, don't get it twisted. I get it. It's a big deal that John Cena tapped out because he's never tapped out. He never has tapped out. I understand. To a degree, it is a big deal when a guy has never tapped out his entire career and all of a sudden he taps out as a send-off, because I think a lot of people care too much about John Cena leaving on a high than Cena leaving on a low. Because Cena's last match, let's give him a good send-off, blah, 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 blah. But if that is the argument, we've seen a lot of guys retire in a loss. Shawn Michaels, Kurt Angle, etc. Yeah? Ric Flair, another one. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan, but Goldberg's another name. Yeah, there are guys that have left on a low. They have been. Yeah? But at the same time, it's just like, I don't know. It's a weird one because it's like, for me, anyone that's been watching me on ZeerTalks at the time, or now ZeerTalks FC, but I'll put the links in the description. Go subscribe to both channels. Anyway, if you're into football, if you're into Bayern, right? I've always said then, Gunther should win the match against John Cena. The reason why Gunther should be winning the match against John Cena, because Gunther needs something that he can boost his ego about. beating John Cena is one of the greatest things he can boost his ego about. Now, my question is, what does Gunther do now? That's my question. Because rumors are out there that apparently he's going to face Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania and try to return Brock Lesnar. Now, as good as that sounds, unfortunately, the fans are against the idea of Cena tapping out to Gunther. And now they're going to hate Gunther's guts. So, I don't think it's that easy to convince WWE fans by Gunther beating Brock Lesnar. I think what needs to happen now, whatever plans they had, they may have to scrap it. Scrap everything. Scrap the idea of Braun Breaker winning the Royal Rumble. Scrap the idea of Brock Lesnar facing Gunther. Scrap the idea of Roman Reigns facing Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. Scrap it all. Scrap it. You want to make Gunther look like a real deal after that? You make sure he goes after Cody Rhodes. I'm telling you right now. You make sure he goes after Cody Rhodes, and you make sure he beats Cody Rhodes at Mania. Which means, what I'm saying is, he enters himself in the Royal Rumble in this city, Riyadh, and he makes sure, which I'm going to be at that event, by the way, and he better win that Royal Rumble. I'm saying it right now. After all this that happened, after all the outrage that the fans are giving, Triple H, the only way he's going to be able to fix this problem is Gunther winning the Rumble, Gunther going to Mania, and Gunther beating Cody. Simple. It's that simple. However, I do have to say, though, there are also arguments that there are a few fans that are not happy with how fans are acting online and in the, arena or outside of it, whatever. Like, there was chance of you fucked up, bullshit, we want... By the way, I don't agree with we want Vince. Anyone that's wanting Vince McMahon, you're all a bunch of idiots. Why the hell do you want Vince McMahon after all? Bro, if Vince McMahon was here, the brother literally wouldn't be able to get us to this point. We wouldn't be able to get to this point. We wouldn't even be able to get to the point of when we had a good year in 2024. Good year of wrestling in 2024. Or even 2023. I'll even go that far. Like, come on now. Some fans need to think. Some fans actually do need to think. Yes, has Triple H been poor? 100% he's been poor. I can tell you this. Since, I'd say, early 2025, the guy's been dreadful. Yeah? There was only so much defending I can do for Triple H because I was defending him a lot a year prior. But at the same time, Vince McMahon is not the solution to the problem. He is not the solution to the problem. Yeah? I will tell you what the solution is. First of all, WWE, Triple H needs to understand there needs to be a draft because everything's starting to get stale. I've been calling this out for a good year now. Secondly, what needs to happen is put more focus on other people. You can't be putting focus on the same guy. And what I mean by same guy, this year, the focus has been on Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, maybe Randy Orton as a background player to Cody Rhodes, and Drew McIntyre. And Gunther, probably. Those are the few names I can tell you that they've been focused on. And Jey Uso, obviously, because he won the World Heavyweight Championship. If I didn't mention your name, you're not important to Triple H. This is the problem. Yeah? There's no sense of fresh air going on in that company right now. There isn't. And part of the blame is to be blamed on Triple H. The other part is on TKO because TKO wants these specific names being put out there so they can sell more t-shirts, more merchandises in general. That's something fans need to also think about. So all of that I mentioned here about Triple H and all that stuff, that's why the fans were booing Triple H. They were booing Triple H because of a culmination of what happened the entire year. However, the problem with that is it's at the detriment of John Cena's retirement day. Because the brother lost and people cared more about all of that rather than caring about John Cena retiring and taking in the moment. That's the issue. So that's why, for me, I am very conflicted with this matter because I can see two sides to a story here. You know what I mean? But that's really my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I'm going to end it here, guys. You know exactly what to do. Subscribe, press the alarm bells for future content notifications. Like, comment your way. Go check socials, and inshallah, you're good wherever you are. I'm going to dip now. Take care, and see you guys next time.